try to float. And I feel like, yes, maybe Griselda or another rapper who actually would have had like better ability would have had more to say, but like, that don't be saying shit.
Realmatic Podcast.
Earl Sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Voir dire.
Yeah.
Do we know what that means?
Nope.
No.
It's supposed to be something in legal terms when you're like breaking down a witness on a stand or something like that.
Okay. I actually did not know that.
What do you guys think about this project, man?
Oh man. So the weird thing is that this project is actually a long-awaited one. A collab between Earl and Alchemist was fabled to be like, oh, it could be so great because of how Alchemist makes his beats and how they sound and how it feels like it fits into the same classification that Earl should be able to rap on. I will say that this is a more upbeat Earl Sweatshirt project where you can actually hear his vocals, where you can actually doesn't sound muddy under everything. You can hear what he's saying. But also that's the downfall of the project. Like you hear what he's saying, and like if you sit there and you read the lyrics, like yeah, there's a couple little hooks and little punchlines, but stuff just doesn't be making no sense. In my opinion, I'm happy that Vince Staples is on these songs because Vince still shows that he can rap and rap in like the same kind of feeling that Earl does. And he does it so much better. Like it feels like it's almost like a sitting at the lunch table back and forth rapping. And Earl also has a bad habit of not knowing how to like transition or get onto a track with his like person with him. It's just like he starts talking over him. He'd be like, Earl, what the fuck, bro? Do you know how to work with somebody? This is weird, bro. So I don't know. First impressions, first couple listens, it's okay. It's not as bad as Sick.
Yeah. Marlon, what you got?
I think in the beginning I was not going to listen to this project just off the strength of like knowing how when it comes to Earl, the expectations be kind of muddy. I think that listening to the project, I had a better perspective of like what this sound is supposed to be. And like I said, Rod did bring up a good point of just saying that this was a project that people wanted to hear. This was something that people actually cared about, relatively speaking. So I guess when it dropped, I guess I ain't see it. I ain't see nothing about it. I like honestly, I feel like it was a quiet release for it. But when I listened to it, I mean, songs like 27 Braids, I think it's really good soundtrack music if you want to be like honest about it. The rapping,
good soundtrack music.
A lot of that shit was like these mystical ass beats, and then you expect Earl to like jump on the shit and really like try to float. And I feel like yes, maybe Griselda or another rapper who actually would have had like better ability would have had more to say, but like Earl don't be saying shit. You know what I'm saying? Nothing on none of these tracks, and I think that's the really difficult part to even connect to any of these songs because it's like, what are we gaining from it? Like, what are we getting? Even like Heat Check, and when me and Rassam was listening before we in the beginning of the pod, it was just like we were really sitting there like listening to the bars, trying to really get with the beat, and nothing at all. And that's the hurtful part because like you can feel the potential, like the potential is there, but it's not connected to like the song structure. It's not connected to the bar. And it's like, I don't want to say a person is going into the booth and not trying to create, but like, it's like almost the same criticism. Like people are getting drugged now. It's just like your effort is not there.
All right, guys. So imagine if you were a rapper, you were performing your music on stage.
Yeah.
It's only 100 people in the crowd. Right. And let's say 40 of them, they don't really like your shit. Let's say 50 of them, they like it. But then you got 10 that love it.
Yeah.
But the 10 that love your shit, they only like 2 of the songs that you made. Do you continue making music that the other 40 people like? or do you only focus on that 10? And when I listen to this project, he only focuses on the 10. He only focuses on the core audience, the people that love him for this type of music, this type of sound.
Okay.
You guys were saying that he ain't really saying nothing. No, he's saying things. He's saying a lot of things. This album is very dense. There's a lot of different emotions that he put in this project. Lyrically, it's probably one of his best work. I found a lot of good bars in here. Like I remember he said, no jokes, serious as stars. Sirius is like the biggest star in the night sky. Serious as stars. And it's just like, damn, this nigga is on some other shit right now. Okay, let me listen. Dead on. He was talking about his fame, being young and reaching that level of status so quick. And I don't know who he's referring to, but there's somebody that was with him that chose a different path. He's talking to him like, look, you either do it this way or you do it that way. I see you dance and I see you trying to do all that other shit, but I'm going to do it like this and I'm going to still get my money. Earl Sweatshirt is in his own lane. He's in his own space. It's kind of like fucking a void right now because not many people are making this type of sound, but he is a pioneer because there are a lot of different artists that's making music like him. I think his name Mavis or Mavs, Blue, Arm and Hammer, just different types of artists that's coming out that make this type of music. They have a core following. They got people for them. He's lost his day one fans. He's lost the people that were there with our future. He's lost those people. He's not for that anymore. The way he's moved, we look at his older projects, Sick, some rap songs. He's definitely shown that, look, I'm no longer making music for you guys. This is what I'm on now. I had to respect it from an artistry perspective. When I look at this album, Voir, it has some good songs on it, has some bad songs on it. I think his problem is he kind of stays in this very dull and very unenthusiastic and sober mode where when he's rapping, it makes you go to sleep. Like, what are we doing? But when you're listening to what he's saying, it's like, damn, this nigga's really battling with depression. This nigga has really, I see lines where it's like thoughts of suicide on here, flirting with death and all this. I'm just like, wow, okay, this guy he's on another level. Lyrically, I don't think we've heard anything like this. I think this is going to be one of those albums that far in the future, they'll look back and say, man, this guy was one of the greats, stupid shit like that. But as of right now in 2023, this is not where music is headed. So I can see why you guys don't like it. I appreciated it. So yeah, that's really my take on it, man. That's my take on it.
I like your take. Right? I like how that sounds. I will say, Earl, and I think Marlon had said this before pod, is also in a MF Doom lane right now. Not everyone likes Doom. And there's reasons why everybody doesn't like Doom. And people have grown to appreciate Doom's rapping style as he has passed and progressed and the influence that he has pushed onto the rappers of today. Am I saying that Earl is going to become that? Not exactly. But I can see where you're saying over time, people might really go back to this and really listen. But like right now, this is a better Earl project than the ones that I've heard before. Like since I don't like shit, I don't go outside. Like it's something I can listen to. And like I sat there and was reading the lyrics as they go by. And I was like, I think I'm missing it right now. Not my favorite songs, but we're gonna get there. Earl got a this was a sober Earl. It wasn't as drunk as he's been on other ones. It felt like he was in a little bit of a better headspace, but yeah, still not my favorite project of the year right now. Alchemist did go crazy on some of them beats though. I don't know. I feel like
that first song, that first song was crazy.
Did you hear them beats?
Y'all heard them drums he started knocking in the
Yeah, he was going crazy. He
He
going
not even
crazy.
fucking rapping on that beat for real. Like, what's
He
going
was
on?
he was going crazy.
I'm not
Some
gonna
of those
hold you.
beats,
Some of
yeah.
them beats would have been crazy with another artist.
Oh
said that.
man,
I
I
said
forgot
that.
to talk about Vince Staples, bro.
What's
Vince
wrong with
Staples was
it?
rapping his ass off,
I
bro.
was the same,
He
bro.
was
Wait,
rapping his ass
hold
off. Nigga said,
on.
sliding like some abacus, promises some math to this,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Woo-wee, that nigga.
If you hit the county, better not tell shit. I was like,
Bruh.
oh shit, he about to go on. He was
And you
going
know what it
crazy.
is, bro? It's because he know how to like flow on a beat better than Earl does. Earl
Definitely.
chooses not to, and that's the thing where it's like, it hurts you because when you listen to hip hop, when you listen to rap, you're used to people flowing on a beat. You're not used to somebody not keeping up with the time or keeping up with the rhythm throughout the entire song. So with Earl, he just kind of doesn't do that, and it can be frustrating when you're listening to him because you're like, yo, why didn't you say it like this instead of
But that's
that?
the thing. Vince was on the songs. Vince was still able to take his rhyme scheme, but then put it on time. And it made it sound so much better. Because however he said it, it was like, oh, I felt that. And it rode with that beat. That's why, but Vince has been on multiple Earl songs and projects and shown his versatility against the beats and working with Earl. So I always appreciate an Earl and Vince collab because I know Vince is gonna come with the heat.
Yeah.
So you know.
He has some dope shit though, man. He has some deep ass lines. Like I remember one line he said, this cylindrical system of life, vicious cycles. It's a quick line, but that shit deep as hell. I'm like, goddamn, Earl. Goddamn, Earl. You motherfucker.
Yeah.
But hey, man, what y'all giving this project though, man? What do y'all rate this?
I'm giving it a 5.
6 out of 10.
What you giving it, Raw?
5.
Damn. What's 5? What's 5 to you?
A 5, in my opinion, is minimal replay value. Beats aren't too bad, so it allows for you to still have something to listen to in the background. And there are still lyrics there, but it's just not hitting standards enough for me to keep coming back to this. So that's why I'm giving it a 5.
I'm gonna give it a 7. I think it's some stuff that I might come back to.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, y'all, let's move on.
Realmatic Podcast.